Picture this: you just graduated from college and landed your first big job. You're driving home when you suddenly break down on the side of the road. The mechanic is telling you it'll be $400 to fix. The only thing is, you don't have $400. That's not a fun moment. In fact, a recent Federal Reserve survey shows that 4 out of every 10 Americans would not be able to pay an unexpected $400 expense without borrowing money. Imagine that. My name is Omar Othman. I'm a college student, and I've had to learn how to stretch a part time paycheck, pay for college expenses, and stay out of credit card debt. I've also found that in doing research for this speech, I have come to the understanding of how little we are actually taught about managing money. I know all of us are in the same boat. We all pay rent, bills, and pay buy food, gas, clothes, and try to save up for something nice once in a while. Almost none of us have ever actually learned how to manage money. The great part is that in one gap in our education, we can fill it starting right now. Learning basic personal finance while we are in college is one of the most useful things we can do. It's going to help us stay out of debt, build good habits, and help us feel confident in our future. I'm going to start by telling you about why so many young people today are unprepared with financial literacy. Then I'm going to explain how these basics about money will have an impact on everyday lives. I'll show you some of the ways you can begin to increase your financial skills starting today for free. Let's begin by examining why people are unprepared to manage their money. When they graduate from college, millions of college students graduate with a basic understanding of finances. Forbes reports that one leading expert, a behavioral economist named Dr. Anna Maria Lusardi, has been studying financial decade for over 2 years. In one of her research papers, she found that just one in four millennials are able to correctly answer simple questions about interest, inflation, and risk. Most of us are making major financial decisions like getting a car loan, a credit card, or mortgage without the knowledge we should have. It also says that according to the same study by people like Jonathan Fox and many other, students who lack financial education are at higher risk for long-term debt and money-related anxiety. These are students who may not necessarily be reckless with their money, they just lack the knowledge of what information on their credit card statement actually means. But it's not just about debt. Financial illiteracy also has a negative impact on how we make everyday money decisions. Learning personal finance principles can help us make better money decisions starting now. As we start to learn about money and how to track it, simple things like creating and sticking to a budget start to create financial discipline. Vanessa Perry is a personal finance writer who explains that these little habits we pick up in college, like budgeting for food every week, can set patterns for the rest of our lives. It can also help us avoid the financial pitfalls we might encounter early in our lives. If we understand how credit works and how to pay off debt responsibly, we can avoid damaging our credit score and going into unneeded debt. We also will be in a much better position to start planning for things in the future you want to accomplish, like buying a car or being able to get approved for a house of your own. So we can start learning personal finance without taking an entire course or reading a whole 300 page book. There are tools and resources available right now that can help us build financial skills for free. Forbes also reports that there are smartphone apps like Mint or YNAB, also known as You Need a Budget, that track how much we are spending, allowing us to setting goals, and see how our money is going in the palm of our hand. Many of these apps are designed for beginners and are actually pretty fun and easy to use. We also have access to free workshops all around, and by following personal finance educators on social media. A Forbes article about the same study by Jonathan Fox and his team says that even brief exposure to financial education, like reading an article or watching a quick video or attending a short seminar, can lead to creating a better financial habits over time. Now that we've gone over why this is a problem, how learning about personal finance can be helpful, and how we can learn personal finance, let's bring everything together. We covered how many students lack basic financial knowledge when they graduate, how learning personal finances help our everyday decisions, and some easy ways to start learning about money today. Learning personal finance in college is a must, honestly. It's not just a nice thing to have. If we want to feel prepared for life after college, we have to be. You don't have to be a finance major to become financially smart. Start small, learn as you go, build a few good habits, and you'll save a lot of stress in the future. Plus, I can promise you, your future self will thank you for it. Thank you so much for listening, and goodbye.